Always Sometimes Monsters is an unassuming indie game developed by a couple of guys calling themselves Vagabond Dogs. It is a visual novel in the style of a Super Nintendo era RPG, which tries to tell a story about the ups and downs of life and the human condition of always wanting what cannot be obtained. The story revolves around a failing writer and his or her quest to reach the other side of the nation in order to attend a wedding of their former partner. Along the way, they'll meet a colorful cast of characters as well as deal with hard-hitting issues such as classism, racism, drug addiction, and more. Their motivations for undergoing this quest are uncertain and defined by the player. The protagonist could undergo the journey in hopes of regaining their loved one, or simply to show support and perhaps move on from their loss. Although one could even ignore the wedding altogether and simply spend the game's month-long time limit working for a living. But where's the fun in that? Always Sometimes Monsters is a game of choices. How the protagonist gets to the wedding is up to the player's whim. Do you simply get money to buy bus tickets, or do you think helping this preacher cowboy win his car back will get you a free ride? Unlike most games that claim to offer the player a choice, this game provides both pros and cons for every decision. The designers do not claim to know what is right or what is wrong, they simply offer a depiction of what they think life is. The most revealing of this intention are the many choices found within that are based on pure luck, will, or skill. For example, this man challenges you with sneaking into City Hall, but if you get caught, the section doesn't restart. The game simply continues with your failure as the outcome of the event. The result of this is a much more natural player-driven experience. The overall point the designers wish to make clear to you is that you can't always get what you want, which is a fair point to make, but I feel that they don't handle this in a very realistic or consistent manner. For instance, there is an imitation of the stock market in which you buy sandwich futures. However, when you buy into sandwich futures, the prices always go down and do not go back up for the entirety of the game. This ensures that you will never have a satisfactory outcome from investing in a sandwich. While in real life, investing in a sandwich can in fact bring about returns. It strikes me as odd that in this game, a game of blackjack is a sounder investment than a sandwich. Furthermore, many choices in the game are overly obscure and lead the player into believing they have no choice at all. Early in, I was tasked by a drug addict to sneak into a doctor's house to steal scandalous materials in order to blackmail him into healing a patient for free. While I am a critic of the American healthcare system, I don't believe blackmail is a competent solution. So I loaded a save and spent the next 30 minutes walking around a city trying to find a more peaceful solution, to no avail. The game may have offered me a choice, but did not make itself clear enough, and as such I was left with the feeling that I was forced into breaking the law due to the designer's own set of ethics. While the many choices and opportunities that life provides are not always clear, I don't think having the player go around pressing spacebar and everything is exactly the best depiction of this idea. On top of these failures are some curious technical limitations. While the nostalgia-inducing art is expertly realized, it does seem out of place in 2014 for a game to be unable to have two moving objects in the same scripted instance. We just have to watch this cat race go on with the racers taking turns moving forward. Exciting, I know. Always Sometimes Monsters is a fundamentally flawed, but very refreshing experience. It possesses one of the most fully realized player-driven narratives I've yet seen, and one of the best soundtracks as well, but is constantly undermined by poor design decisions. Like life itself, its highs are very high, but its lows are the lowest of the low. I enjoyed my time with it, but I can't shake the feeling that it could have been 1,000 times better. At the end of the day, though, it is what it is.